Alrighty, welcome everyone. This is Mr. Levinton giving you your introduction video on this week's assignments. So to start off, remember you're working on systems of equations graphically. So as you're going through these assignments, keep in mind all of the different tools that you've used for graphing in the past with linear equations, and that is going to help you get through this week's assignments. We're going to start off by looking at the intro. So this is just a quick blurb about myself. The intro basically explains how many years I've been teaching and the courses I've taught. So I just finished my 4th year teaching 7 through 12 secondary mathematics. I currently teach Algebra 1 as well as a couple AAS math labs, but I have taught middle school quite a bit. I've taught 7th and 8th grade math, and I've also taught accelerated 7th grade, and I also have taught seniors in college algebra. Then also, I want you guys to know that this is my final year at my master's degree, and I've enjoyed the program immensely. It's just been a great way for me to get to understand how to tutor students and work with students remotely. So what I also want you guys to watch is the video on the popular communication application called Remind. So we're just going to look at this material really quick. So the Remind tutorial, what you're going to do is you're just going to click on this, and then you guys are going to click play on the video, and it's just going to give you a quick snapshot of exactly the way that you're going to join the class. There are directions on how to join the class in here as well. Basically, what you're going to do is download the Remind app on your cellular device. This is something I recommend that both you and your parents do, because that way I can communicate with them as well and keep them updated on assignments. Or you can just visit the Remind website if you happen to not have a cellular device. Totally understandable. What you're going to do after that is you're going to join with the class code EDUC583G6, and that just stands for Education 583 Group 6, and that is how you are going to be communicating with me. Afterwards, send me a quick message to see if the Remind app worked for you guys. The next tutorial I want you guys to watch is the online graphing calculator tutorial. Now, this is going to be very, very helpful for you guys through the entire algebra course. The main reason being is that I know that many of you do not necessarily have the funds to buy a graphing calculator. I mean, they can be up to $120, so that's pretty expensive. So what you're going to do here is you're going to click on this link, and then you're going to press the start button twice, and then there's a graphing calculator up here. Now, I'm telling you guys how to access the graphing calculator, but please make sure you do go to the graphing calculator tutorial, as it's going to give you some key insight as to how to use it for the actual systems of equation graphing lesson. So on Wednesday, after you guys are done getting yourself situated with Remind and the online graphing calculator, you have a mini lesson that you're going to watch. Now, this is a video that I have created for systems of equations by graphing. So to do that, you're just going to click this, and then you're going to hit the play button, and you're going to view it yourself. Just keep in mind that if you want, say, closed captioning because maybe you want to follow along, and maybe, I don't know, you don't need the sound on, maybe if people around, you want to make sure you're polite to them, you can do that. Just make sure you go into YouTube and you turn on the closed captioning, and then you will be able to have your subtitles. As you are working through the video, you're going to click on the Google Slides assignment. Now, the Google Slides assignment is going to be really, really beneficial as well. The main reason is that the systems of equations by graphing video completely aligns with it. And this is our way of getting you guys to be able to use graph paper in a virtual sense, rather than having to go and scramble and find graph paper yourselves. So there are 3 graphing questions that I'm going to cover, and the third one you guys are going to complete on your own. Oh, you're not supposed to know what that is. Make sure you complete all parts of the slides, and then at the very end, I give you guys a little workspace that you guys can go ahead and use as well if you would like. And then there is a homework assignment at the very end that's on slide 6. So make sure you complete all portions of the Google slide for full credit. On Friday, what you're going to do is you're going to work on the Google form assessment for systems of equations by graphing. So basically, the Wednesday assignment and the Friday assignment are due on Friday. However, if you want, go ahead, and start the Wednesday assignment earlier after you guys have went through the intros and all the graphing and remind tutorials, because there's no reason for you not to start early. It's just that this is the due date. You want to make sure it's done by Friday. To work on the Google form assessment, you're going to click on the form itself, and then you guys are going to answer the questions that are in here below. Now, keep in mind that there's going to be 2 Google Slides assessments inside the Google form. Now, the way this is going to work is you guys are going to go to the link. So I'll do that for you guys. I'll go to the link. Then you're going to copy paste it. And then the slide will appear in front of you. After the slide appears in front of you, it's going to tell you which number that you're working on, and then you're going to jump right into the question. Okay, let's wait for the internet to load a little bit here. And then you'll have a question that's exactly like the video that you guys worked on Wednesday, so it should be very familiar to you. What you're going to do, again, is you're going to complete all portions in order to get full credit, and then before you actually go through it, make sure that you make a copy of the assignment, because otherwise you guys are going to be all completing the same slide. Okay, and that is going to enable me to understand exactly what you guys are working on, and then I can look at your responses here. One thing that I'll do actually is I'll include a name in here, just so you guys can include your name in these slots. So I'll do that in this portion. So just include your name right here as you're including the Google Slides, and that'll just make it easier for me to understand which one belongs to who. So that's just something I just thought of on the spot. Make sure you guys go ahead and do that. And that is pretty much it, people. That is the plan for week 1. During week 2, you have Mr. McDermott's lessons, and that's going to be systems of equations algebraically. And then week 3 is going to be Mr. Mullen's practical applications of systems. And you should look at their introduction videos to follow along with that. Until then, take care of everyone. Really excited to see everybody's responses, and thanks for watching.